Hi, this is Scott from Bricklanta, and in this video I'm talking about the BrickTrac LEGO inventory management software and how to correct an order. BrickTrac makes handling orders from Bricklink and BrickOwl super easy, but what do you do if you want to throw in an extra part or an alternate, or just if you made a mistake? By the way, I'm using version 0.99.113.197, which is a beta version preparing for the BrickTrac 1.0 release. Okay, let's dive in. So you know how to pick parts and other items that are part of your order. They're right here in this fulfill order form. Just select an open order from the drop down here and all of the ordered items show up. Selecting a quantity from this drop down at the bottom is all you need to do to move it to the order. But what if you need to add a part that wasn't part of the original order? There are three main situations that this can happen. First, let's say you made a mistake and when you went to go pick these dark green 1x4 plates over here, turns out they were missing or broken, or maybe they were actually trans green. In this case, you need to do two things. First thing is you need to tell BrickTrac what you've discovered about this part. And the second thing, you need to find another dark green plate to replace it with. If they're missing, it's very simple. You just right-click the row and you select mark 8x of these items as missing. That will put them into an unsynced location called missing. So if they do show up again later, you can put them back where they belong. But what if you've discovered that these plates are broken or a different color? In that case, you right-click the row and you select View the items in this container. This will bring up the Manage Items form. From here, we can find the dark green plates and either select Remove Permanently if they're broken, or we can select Change the item color or number if it turns out that they're something else. You can also change the condition. Maybe you've discovered that they're damaged, should be marked as filler, they're unfit to be sold as used. The second part of what you need to do is just as easy, and it's how you add a part to an open order even if it isn't listed. It's also what you do in another situation where you just wanted to send the buyer something extra, maybe as a thank you. In this case, I'm going to look for another dark green plate. So I'm going to set the filter on 3710 and part number. And I'm going to set the color filter to dark green. Okay, and I'm going to remove the filter on the container. So now we see that in addition to the parts in box 3, which may or may not actually be the different color or damaged or missing, I have 4 new plates. The buyer didn't order a new plate, but they wouldn't mind if I upgraded them. So if I want to add these new plates to the order, I can come down to the bottom, change this drop down to Pick to Order, and then the one order that I have open is shown. So I can select it, pick the quantity, and move it just like that. But there are only 4 new plates, so is there anywhere else that I can look? Yes. If you have sets in your inventory, we can search those. Check the Show Items in Sets box on top. And now I see that I also have 4 dark green 1x4 plates in the Iron Man Extremist Seaport Battle set. So I could raid that set and get the last 4 parts, and they can get moved to the order in the exact same way. All right, the third situation is that maybe we didn't catch this error while we're picking. Maybe we get the dreaded email that begins, regarding Bricklink order number 203-81225. Closed orders don't show up in the Manage Items form. But here's what we do. We'll go back to the Order Fulfillment form, and I'm going to uncheck Hide Closed Orders. Now we can view all of our historical orders. Let's just go back a little bit to this third one. The buyer let me know that I accidentally shipped him the wrong part. Instead of a white plate modified 1x8 with a door rail 4510, I sent a light bluish gray 2x8 plate with door rail, which is 30586. So regardless of how I make it right with the customer, I need to tell BrickTrac that I have one fewer 30586 than I thought. So up here in the order menu, there's an option to add inventory items to order. If I click it, I get a warning, just so you're aware you're now working with a closed order. I'll click OK, and a special Manage Items form will open that now has a second order in the order box, and this is the one that the closed order that we've been just looking at. It is now possible to filter on 30586, find the parts in box 15, take one of them, move them to the order, and that's that. Once I close this form, that order will be locked again and you won't be able to access it normally. And until I close this form, I can't interact with the rest of BrickLink or BrickTrac at all. So that's just a quick video on recovering from an inventory or picking error. Unfortunately, BrickTrac can't apologize to your buyer for you, but it can prevent you from compounding one mistake with another by keeping your inventory correct through the whole process. Thanks for watching. Check out our Discord server for more detailed info and tech support, and subscribe to the YouTube channel to get notified when new videos are posted.